Hi everyone, today we are back with another video from the Blind 75 series. Today we are going to pick Leetcode 217 contains duplicate. The problem statement goes like we have been given an array nums. We have to return true if there is some value which appears twice in the array, and we have to return false if every element is distinct. So that means if we don't have any duplicates, then we can return false, but if we have any duplicate, if we find any element which is appearing twice, then we have to return true in that case. So basically this is about finding the duplicates in the array. As we can see from the example that we have given we have been given an array 1 2 3 1, and we can see that 2 is coming twice, so that is why it is duplicate and it contains duplicate, that is why we are returning true. Again here we are seeing 1 2 3 4. Here everybody is distinct. 1 is appearing only once, 2 is appearing only once, 3 is appearing only once, 4 is appearing only once. That means there is no duplicate, that's why it is 4. In the third example we can see that 1 is appearing 3 times, 3 is appearing 2, in fact 3 times, and likewise there are multiple duplicates in this, so that's why we have to return true. So to solve this, the very obvious and intuitive way which comes to our mind is we can take one element. Let's say in this example we have 1 2 3 and 1, right? So first I'll take the 1, then I'll try to see if I have 1 present in rest of the element. So yeah, I can see that there is 1 present here. So basically we have to take element one by one, and then we have to look into other n minus 1 elements. So for every element we have to check n minus 1 elements and whether it is there or not. So for say 1, we can check every other element, like we can check whether it is present in 2 3 or 1. For 2 we can check in every other element after 2, that is 3 1, and for 3 we can check in 1. So why I am not checking element which is coming before 2 or before 3? Because those were already tested, right? So no need to check that. So if we see, this approach is n into n time complexity, that is n square time complexity, because for every element we are checking every other element, so that will give us TLE. So it is very similar to some problem which we have solved before. So right now we were not going to write the brute force approach for this, so that's why what we will think better. So what we can do to improve the time complexity, right? So the first thing which we can do is we can probably sort the array. Let's say I have this array, if I sort it, so it will become 1 1 2 3, and now I can check that every element which is present inside this will will not be repeating, and since these are sorted, we just have to check the next element, like, right, first we are checking 1, then we can just check if the next element is not 1, but in this case the next element itself is 1. So that means we got the duplicate, and then we should return true. So we just have to, if we sort it, then that will take n log n time, and then we have to find that every element doesn't have same element as its next element, so that will take another n o of n time. So that means n plus n log n, that comes around n log n. So it is will be the time complexity. So obviously it is better and it will be accepted as well, but again we can do better, as we can take a cue from whatever we have done before in two sum. We can do something similar there. So let's say if we do something similar to that, what we can do is we can take a hash set. There we have taken a hash map. So this hash set and hash map are very useful because they can give us the values in O of one time. Yeah, sometime it depends upon the how they have been implemented, and sometime it not be exactly O of one, but yeah, a bit more. But for sake of simplicity, we keep it as O of one. So these are very helpful in lookups, right? So similarly, in this example, we can take benefit out of it. If we put our all of our values in head set, and then we can check. Let's say I have 1 2 3 and 1. If I put everything in hash set, and then if I try to whatever element I'm getting, I'll just loop through this. I'll take the 1, then I'll try to see whether I all hash set already have this. If hash set already have this, that means it's a duplicate, then we can return true from here, right? So, but we are not going to store everything in the hash set right before. Exactly, we can do whatever we have done in twosome. You can watch that video. So what we can do is we will keep on traversing the element as we will be seeing it. Like right now we saw one. So we will see whether one is present in the hash set. Right now, no, it's not present. So let's say this is my hash set and it doesn't have any value right now. And I'm traversing through this array. First, I'll take the one. I will see whether hash set has this value or not. No, it doesn't have this value. So I'll move forward and I'll keep it in the hash set. Then I'll take the 2. I will see whether I have this in the hash set. No, it is not. Then I'll keep the 2 as well. Then I'll likewise I will keep 3 and then I will arrive at 1 again. This time I'll check in the hash set whether I have one already. Yes, I have one already. That means it's a duplicate, right? So immediately I can return true from there. Okay, so this was the explanation of this. Maybe we'll try to solve all our approaches. Maybe we'll just exclude the brute force one, but we'll try to solve it with sort and then with the hash set. We'll try to do this in the JavaScript. So let us we'll try to sort this up like we are following the sort approach. So first thing we are going to do is sort it. So element will be sorted. Now we will run a for loop, and as we can see we are looping through every element, but we will, since we have to compare every element with the next element, so we can't go till the last element, because for the last element if you try to compare the next element from the last, there won't be anything. So we have to take care of this edge case where we don't have to go to next element of the last. So that's why we are not going till length, we are going length minus 1, so that we will just loop till the second last element, because anyhow we are going to compare with the last element. So that's why this is the edge case we have to take care. So now what we can do, we will try to see if the current element is equal to the next element. If current element is equal to the next element, that means it's a duplicate, then we can rightly return true from here. But let's say if we exhaust the for loop and we don't find this condition, so we won't return anything from there. So at last we should return false. So this should work. Let's run it. And yeah, this works, and we will submit and see whether this passes all the test case. Yeah, this passes all the test case, and the runtime is okayish, because this is n log n time complexity. So for solving it through HashSet, we can take a HashSet. So we have taken a set. Now we will loop through the element one by one, as we have done in the previous approach. And now first we'll try to see that whatever element I'm getting right now, whether it is already there in the hash set. If it is already there in the hash set, that means it's a duplicate. So we will just return true from there. If it is not, then we will exhaust our all of our numbers from the array, and we don't arrive at this condition. That means there was no duplicate. So from at the end we can return false. And yeah, we have to store the element, right? First we'll check whether this is already there, means maybe we would have already added it before, and right, we are getting it again, so that's why we are returning true. But we have to add it in the hash set as well, so we have to do this the same what we have done in twosome. And at the end we have to return false, because we have not find any duplicate, so there is no duplicate here. And let's run it, and this works, and let's submit it. And you can see the time complexity, the time taken is lesser now compared to the previous approach. So I hope you have understood the problem and the solutions, the both of the solutions. So we should always try to give from we should always try to improve our solution from brute force to the better solutions. And as the interviewer will be asking us to improve it more, then we can finally arrive at the O of N solution here. And you can use this approach in other problems as well. We'll be solving some more problem where we'll be requiring to solve it using HashSet. So always keep in mind, keep practicing. We'll see you in the next video. Please subscribe to my channel, that keeps me motivated to make more such videos. Thank you.